Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. In today's video we are going to be trying some new products that just launched at Sephora. The main product I definitely wanted to explore in today's video was the Rose Ink Skin Tint, which I have a lot of feedback on already and I can't wait to tell you all about it. We are also going to be trying the new Milk Makeup bronzer and highlighter, and I'm going to share with you how all of these perform together and mix it in with some of my staple products in my collection to create a look. So if you're excited for today's video and if you're into very lightweight, natural looking makeup, then just keep on watching. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like today is a really good day to try the products that I want to try in this video, because even though I do always have some sort of pink going on my cheeks, today my redness is not as bad, and that is exciting because we are going to try products that don't necessarily have a lot of coverage. These are more very natural, everyday look type of products, and I really want to love them. And sometimes products with less coverage just don't do it for me because I have redness on my skin, but today is like not bad, so I'm pretty excited. The main product I'm referring to is this Skin Enhance Luminous Tinted Serum by Rose Ink. It says pump onto the back of the hand, mix with foundation brush to activate microencapsulated pigment spheres, and then blend gently onto face. So that is exactly what we're going to do. Look at me following directions. I know. So the brush I'm planning to use is this one here. This is the Sephora collection number 47 brush. They do still sell this brush at Sephora. I like it because it's kind of small and it blends foundation very easily. So I'm going to link it below for you. You will not have the one with the strawberries because this is a very old limited edition thing. But the foundation part, which is what matters, is the same. I love the way this sounds when you open it, by the way. Okay, here's what one drop looks like. As you can see, very liquidy, but that's normal because it is a serum type of product. So I'm going to mix it in the back of my hand. Like they said, this is just one pump, and then we are going to blend it onto my face. And I got mine in the color 040. Okay, so far so good. This looks beautifully natural. You can see how the little bit of pink that I still had remaining on my cheek is kind of dulled down a little bit, like in comparison. You definitely see the difference. Okay, second pump. Let's do this side. This is what the Jaclyn Cosmetics skin tint wish it would have been. Really nice, natural looking, lightweight. It blends right into the skin. It covered my redness. It has this really beautiful glowy finish that actually makes your face look plump and hydrated. I have like half a pump more on my brush right now, and I'm just going to do my forehead. I'm not sure if a color just like a step darker would have worked even better, but because it is so sheer, I'm really not mad at the color that I chose. And by the way, I tried to do my eyebrows more natural today so that I could match my natural look that I'm going to have all over. So I lifted my brows with a gel and I penciled them in a little bit, but I didn't go back in with a pen to fill it in further, which I usually do, but it does make them look a bit darker. I'm going to use the remaining half pump to go over the areas where I feel like it could look even better if it builds up a bit. So like right here in this area, it looks a little bit red still. Let's see if we can build it up. Okay, I'm going to tap it in with my finger to see if we can keep the coverage there and smooth it out a little bit. Okay, so I was able to build it up a little bit, but not much because it did create a little bit of texture when I tried to add even more. So this right here is the final result, and I'm honestly not mad at it at all. I feel like this is what a sheer skin tint should perform like, should look like. Much better than others that I have tried recently. Let me lower the light and let you take a good look at my skin. Okay, so I fully turned off my ring light. This room doesn't get any natural light, so I do have one softbox on each side of my face, but I feel like this shows you what my skin truly looks like on camera. And take a look right here, very shiny, because this is a serum type of product, and you guys know I love my radiance, and we will tone it down with a little bit of powder throughout the center of the face. But look, see, like my redness is diminished in a very natural way, and this is like the worst side. This side over here looks even better. You can barely see any redness on this side, which is amazing. And I just really love the radiant finish that this gives my face without enhancing my pores. Like, we have pores. I did not use a pore diminishing primer before I put this on, and so because it shines so bright, you can kind of see my skin texture through it right there. Because we haven't powdered yet, but because it's a serum type of product, it's not making anything look worse. My pores look the same as if I were just to have moisturizer on. They don't look enhanced, which is really, really nice. So far so good. I really didn't see myself loving this product as much as I do right now, because I thought that it was going to not hide my redness at all. And as you can see, it doesn't hide it much. Like on this side, I can still see it through a little bit. But if you have less redness than me or no redness at all on your face, you'll love this, because look at this side. This side looks amazing. And I still had a little bit of blushiness going on right here. Okay, so next I'm going to do a little bit of color correcting and concealing right here underneath my eyes. So I'm going to tap my Charlotte color corrector on the inner corner and the first half of my under eye. Just patting it in place right here. And then with my YSL Full Cover Concealer, I'm going to do a little bit of concealing underneath my eyes. I did 3 little stripes right here because I really want my redness to go away. And so I'm just going to do 2 on this side because I don't really need them, but just to make myself even. And I'm just tapping it all in. So after I applied a bit of concealer to my under eye and a little bit right here to that key area that was bothering me, this is what it looks like. And now I really love it because I was able to just get that redness to go away a little bit more, and now my skin looks a bit more even. And I still have that super beautiful radiant glow that does not look like makeup. But before I take my shine away with some powder in the center of my face, I'm dying to try these right here. These are from Milk Makeup. It's the new liquid bronzer and liquid highlighter. And I feel like these felt very, very lightweight on the back of my hand when I tried them. So I think they're going to go perfect with this sort of very natural makeup look that I'm trying to go for today. I'm going to just put a little bit of bronzer right here on the back of my hand. And with my same foundation brush, I'm going to work it into the brush and start adding it to the perimeters of my face, just to add a little bit of warmth wherever I want to. And I feel like this has a very similar serum-y consistency to it. Alright, I grabbed a bit more and I'm going to blend it right here. And I'm just kind of tapping it where I want it to be. I always like to connect the bronzer on my forehead with the bronzer on my cheeks through the top of the brow right here. And I'm going to push a little bit onto the sides of my nose as well with whatever's left on my brush. Okay, so this is what it's looking so far. I'm not mad. I grabbed a synthetic blending brush. This one is the BK Beauty 201. And with a little bit more bronzer, I'm going to go onto the crease of my eye. And we're going to just contour our eyes a little bit right there. Same thing on this one, because I don't want to leave them bare, but I also don't want to add products to my eyes later that are going to not match the rest of my makeup, since we're going for this very glowy, ethereal, lightweight type of a look. Okay, this is what my lightweight bronzer looks like so far. Let's go for the Milk Makeup highlighter. I was saying when I unboxed these two that I don't get it. Like, I feel like the bronzer should be in the bigger container and the highlighter in the smaller one, because you use bronzer all over your face, but you only use highlighter like right here. So I don't know why the highlighter is so much bigger than the bronzer, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and try it out. I'm going to put a bit of highlighter right here on the back of my hand. And one thing I noticed when I swatched this highlighter the other day is I don't feel like it's too shiny. I'm going to just blend it in with my finger. Let's do it right here on this side. I feel like this is the same amount of shine I had from the foundation. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe just a tad bit more. Same thing over here. And I'm just tapping it in. And I feel like I have the perfect blush to use with this makeup look because it matches this serum aesthetic that we're going for today. And that is the KVD Mod Con blush. I have mine in the color Duality number 20. Again, putting it on the back of my hand right here. And I'm going to just tap it into our foundation brush and then place it on the cheek area right here. I'm going to do a little on the nose, maybe a little on the forehead here. And I'm going to blend it fully in with my fingers. Okay, stay with me. This is the look before we powder it. So as you can see, it looks very shiny, but also very thin and undetectable on the face. So let's go ahead and powder it down and kind of transform this into something a little bit more wearable. Or I'm going to actually go for the One Size Beauty powder. This one is super, super thin. And so I feel like it's going to work really nicely for this. And I'm going to use my Wayne number 3 brush. I'm going to work the powder into the brush. And I'm going to start powdering the places where I don't want to look sweaty. So the center of the face next to the nose. Let's do half of my face and show you the difference. I don't like to have a lot of shine around my mouth because it looks like I'm sweaty. Okay, take a look at the difference right here. This is the non-powdered side versus the powdered side. We still have a lot of glow going on over here, but I just took the shine out of the center of the face. So let me repeat on this side. Okay, so this right here is the final result. Let me lower the light and show you right here. Take a look. I'm going to apply my Pat McGrath Dark Star Mascara. Mascara is on, and for my lips I'm going to use the new Makeup by Mario Plumping Lip Balm. And I have mine in the color Apricot Glow. Lastly, I feel like this definitely needs a setting spray that will make it transfer proof, and the Charlotte Tilbury one does that, so I'm going to put some of this on. Alright, so this right here is the final very natural look with these new products that I tried. I would love to know what you think down in the comment section. Would these be something that you guys went for maybe on a daily basis? I feel like even though this looks a lot more natural, I did do the same amount of steps as I usually do, so it's not like a time-saving type of a look. It's just a I don't want you to think I'm trying hard type of a look. Here's the final result with the light down. I feel like my setting spray brought back some of the shine, but not as much as at first, so I actually think I'm going to leave it at this. I'm not going to add any more powder. I'm happy with the way this looks. Okay, so let me give you my final thoughts on the new products we tried today. The main one being this Rose Inc Skin and Hands Luminous Tinted Serum. And I have to say, I'm very surprised at the fact that I actually really like this. I feel like it gives this undetectable coverage on the skin that makes you look a little bit more even in a very natural way. Now, I will say you definitely have to love glowy makeup in order to love this one, because it is pretty shiny. I'm sure you can tone it down even more with some powder. Personally, I do really love very glowy complexion products, so I'm not mad at the glow that this one has. It does look very natural on the skin, and I really love the overall look that it gave me. So if you're in the market for a skin tint that has a sheer coverage that looks very natural, that you can very easily apply, and by the way, you can apply this with your fingers. I followed the instructions, I did it with the brush the way it said, but you can definitely just pour some out and just mix it in with your fingers, and it looks really beautiful that way as well. I love that I was able to build it up just a teeny tiny bit on my cheek area, and I loved even more that I was able to just use a little bit of concealer and it mixed in very naturally to fully cover the redness that was bothering me on my left cheek. So this for me, as far as sheer coverage skin tints are concerned with a glowy finish, is definitely a 10 out of 10, and I did really love it. As far as the Milk Makeup liquid bronzer and highlighter, let me start with the highlighter because I don't love it. I feel like it's not impressive. For a liquid highlighter, I expected it to have a bit more glow. It is too natural to the point that when mixed in with a glowy foundation like this one, you can barely tell the difference between this and this. It didn't give me much. I feel like I'm going to definitely keep it and try to use it different ways. I feel like if you have any matte foundation that you want to make a little bit more glowy, this would be a good mix-in type of a thing. So you can make your matte foundations be a little bit more glowy, but as a standalone highlighter I really don't recommend it. Like I said, I'm going to keep trying it. I'm going to mix it in with some foundations and see if I like the result that I get from that, but just as a highlighter on its own, I feel like there are so many better ones on the market. If you're looking for a liquid highlighter, I would go for the Charlotte Tilbury highlighting ones. Those are fantastic and also much easier to apply, so this one was a no for me. And then the bronzer I did actually really like. I feel like for a look like this one where you want to look very natural, it worked amazingly. You're able to build it up if you want to intensify the color on your face very easily. Very easy to apply with a brush. I'm pretty sure you can also apply this one very easily with a sponge. You can mix it in with foundations if you want your foundation to be a little bit more bronzy. I feel like this is a very multi-use type of a product, but that as a bronzer on its own, it also worked really nicely for me. You do have to make sure that you want a glowy look if you're going to use any of these products, because that is what you are going to get if you are a matte makeup type of gal. I don't really feel like these are for you. I would stick to matte finish products and powders and whatnot. But if you are looking to incorporate glow into your makeup routine or go for a little bit more natural everyday type of a look, then I do recommend the bronzer and the foundation. I would still skip on the highlighter. The other new product that I tried in today's video was this Mario lip balm, which I briefly tried when I did my unboxing video, and I really loved the formula of these. When I did the links for my unboxing video, I realized that they're all sold out of this. I did find it at my local Sephora, so you can try and see if your local Sephora has it in stock. But I'm actually really happy that they sold this out at launch, because it is really that good of a product. It feels like a balm. It has this minty sensation. I love the color selection. This wasn't even my first option when it came to color, yet I really love the way that it looks. Very natural, very hydrating, and it has incredible shine to it. So I am going to keep an eye out on the restock for these, and I will notify you guys on my community page when I see them back in stock at Sephora, in case you want to get your hands on them, because I do highly recommend them. Okay, so that's it. That's the end of this first impressions type of a video. Everything I used today on my face will of course be linked down below, so if you're interested in any of the products, please check out the links in the description box. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching today's video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you back in the next video. Bye!